Today we're reviewing Zootropolis 2. Yes, Zootropolis 2 of course is the follow-up for Zootropolis 1, the first movie that came out in 2017. The movie is a Disney animated movie which basically follows Hops and Wild, and they basically are two characters, a rabbit and a fox, who are basically coppers, and they are trying to solve all the crime and cases within Zootropolis. Now this film is known as Zootopia in different markets in terms of America, but in the UK it is known as Zootropolis. Now they have another case to have. It literally follows 1 year after, I think it is, from the first events of the first film, which was a single case, I suppose. And then this one follows up with that. They basically have a case. Idris Elba's reprising his role as the police chief, and he has no confidence in them again, even though they did a really good job in the first film. So you kind of redo that again, which is a bit strange. But, you know, in terms of that, they get the case, and, you know, all is well in the end. It's a Disney film. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, that is, in a nutshell, what happens. My problem with Zootropolis films is it's really, really good. It has amazing looking animation and a good story, but it's not great. It doesn't have a true Disney classic vibe to it. In terms of my score, I actually gave it a 3.5 star. For that reason, of course, that is the reason why I gave it a 3.5 star. It doesn't have that, like, you know, je ne sais quoi, I suppose, in terms of an amazing Disney film that has really good classic vibes to it. Things like your Lion King, things like Snow White, things like Cinderella. You know, this is more of like slightly less than those ones. Not quite that amazing tier of film, but maybe more in line with things like Big Hero 6 and, you know, Wreck-It Ralph. You know, amazing Disney films, but just don't hit the heights of things like Frozen, Tangled and Encanto maybe. It just literally lacks off a little bit, but it is 100% better than a lot of animated films that we get. And of course, nice to see a sequel actually be made for it. As I say, I gave it a 3.5 star, the same score that I actually gave the first movie, but I would slightly tip the first one to be a little bit better, albeit they're both 7 out of 10s, of course. Rating the movie, well, I actually gave it a 3.5 star. Have you seen Zootropolis 2? Let me know in the comments down below.